Okay, take three. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the first time stopping by. Hi, my name is zainababidoyemanagement. This is not your first time stopping by. Hi, welcome back to my channel and thank you for tuning in again. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about what happened to me, how I almost lost my life. Actually, guys, I filmed this video around December of last year, I think. But I was so scared. Like, I don't know. I just didn't want to like show that side of me online. I don't know if you understand. And I didn't know how people were going to perceive it. If you know me very well, you would know I'm always I prefer to post more of like positive things because I know people are already going through so much. So why should I make them sad by showing that side of me? But since we also like to keep it real, I thought to like also like share this for people that are going through something like that or people that have gone through something like that because obviously I'm still healing. It may not look like it, but I'm still healing. Do you understand? So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. So today is January 29th, I think. It's been almost a year since it's happened. It happened in June 8th or so. I honestly don't like remember the exact day, but I know it was between 8 to 10. I don't really like to like keep track of it. Guys. Okay. So it was last year, right? I traveled down to Kano. Then I was coming back from Kano. I left I was supposed to come by air that particular day, but I feel like when Allah has destined something, there's no how. There's this thing that we used to say in Yoruba, like I don't know if I should say this is something like Oritoba Majeko. If let me say it in English in case I have like people that are not Yorubas. Like if how will I put it? Just like you cannot avoid some things. Like if it's meant to happen, there's no how it's going to happen. So that particular day I wanted to like come by air and I was coming back. So I was booking the flights, right? I think I only had like one seat left. So I was about to pay. I think my card declined because I have like a current account. So the MasterCard, it has two accounts on it. So like savings and current. So I wasn't able to pay with the card. And before I finished, there was no seat left. So I was coming back to Abuja that particular day. So I was like, I'm just going to. So by the time I finished, like deciding like, should I book flight or not? And I was supposed to resume my work on Monday. So it was a Saturday. I wanted to like go back to Abuja so I can use the whole of Sunday to rest. So I was um I was traveling. So I left Kano around like 12 or so, I think. Like 11. Then, Kano to Abuja is like 6 hours. But because traffic, maybe you want to stop on the way to observe Solar, all of that. So I was expecting us to get to Abuja at most 6 p.m., 7 p.m. But obviously it didn't happen. We're supposed to arrive, let's say 6 p.m. at most. I really hate road travels. Like I try my best to avoid traveling by road. But because of the circumstances that was surrounding me, because I had to be at work on Monday, I already like took a break and I just didn't want to start like because my boss was quite strict. So after we started out, we stopped to observe solar on the way and then food break. And then on the way, I think the tire busted or something and he had to change it. That one also took time. So around like 7 p.m., we were like an hour, 30 minutes into Abuja, according to my map. So I think I was on my phone. My phone was even low. So I was sat behind the driver. There was someone beside the driver and there was someone beside me. So in total, we were four in total. So there was a guy beside me. We're not really like familiar with each other, but like that was our first time. We've traveled together once, but that was our second time traveling together. So we were like getting acquainted. So guys, this is like very funny. So my phone was like 10% or so, or maybe 4%. I can't remember. Now I remember pressing my phone. I was on Snapchat checking someone's snap. Next thing I remember was beep, 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 like zigzag. You know that zigzag thing? I had never experienced it prior to that. I fainted. Like I fainted. I didn't remember anything. The next thing I remembered was coming out of a car. Then I was wearing like a black scarf, a two-piece dress. Everything. My scarf was like dry. For you to know that I passed out for a very long time. My scarf was like, when, God, last time I filmed this video, I was crying. That's why I didn't put it out. So when I came out of the car, I went to sit down like somewhere. I was having the worst migraine. Like my forehead, you guys can see here. You can see this, right? It was open. It's still swollen. Well, we'll get there. It was open up, like it was opened up like this. So I was having the worst headache, but I didn't know because it was late at night. I didn't know the extent to which happened. I was just scared, like, am I alive? What am I doing? I was just like saying Allah, like I was just saying Allah, like I was just my eyes was saying, I was just like doing as car, God, please, I don't want to die. And I was also like saying my shahada, like just in case. Then I saw the car. And I didn't see the car. I just saw like they were bringing people out. Then they brought the driver out. He broke his lap, like his lap broke into two. Guys, the guy that was sat beside me, he came. Then I think he brought my phone to me. I don't know if it was one that brought my phone to me or someone else did. But they brought my phone, my bag, my everything. They brought it to me. I was having a headache. Then I checked my phone. I was like, I only have 4% left. I called my friend Aisha. She was in Kano. That was the last person I saw before I traveled. I texted her like, Aisha, there's been an accident, blah blah blah. And I texted, and she called my boss because she knows my boss. She called my boss. My boss called me, asked for the direction and where we were. They spoke. I gave them the phone. They spoke to someone. Guys, the person that was sat beside me, it didn't have any injury. The only injury he had was just one like scratches on his feet. I was the most injured person aside the driver. Then he was the one that was helping me like all through because I thought I was going to die, to be honest. He was like beside me helping me. But I just realized my mic was not on. I'm so sorry, guys. So um as I was saying, right, where did I stop? Okay, so they called an ambulance because the car that we were in, it was wrecked, like wrecked. Then they called an ambulance to come and pick us. Before the ambulance came, because we were like in the middle of nowhere, but there were villagers like Hausa people. Oh my God, Hausa people are so kind. They didn't I don't understand Hausa, so like they came, they were just like examining my face, like I didn't understand what they were saying, but they were like, just like, don't worry, you're going to be fine. It's just minor. It's nothing. It's just minor injury. Like even though it wasn't minor, they were still like trying to calm me down. Then we the ambulance came. The guy was just like it wasn't really holding, but I was holding on to him. It was like as if I left him, I was going to die. I was just praying. I was crying. I was crying so much. Like it's like my hijab was like everything was like I'm going to attach pictures. You guys would see. My hijab was like filled with blood. Like there was a lot of blood on my body, and the bloods were dry. That means I had fainted for a very very long time ago, and I had no idea I fainted. That was my first time ever fainting. Like I had never fainted before that time. And I didn't even know I fainted until we got to the hospital. To me, I just thought the accident just happened. Then I came out of the car by myself. They said like all the doors were locked. The guy beside me was the one that broke. His name is Usman. He was the one that broke the glass. Then that's how they were able to like bring. It brought me out. I didn't walk out by myself, and I had no idea. Then they woke me up. So that's when I knew like I'm God's favorite. Like God, Allah loves me a lot. I've been through so much in my life. Like especially these past few years, I had gone through so many terrible things, traumatizing things that I can't even talk about. Even when that one happened, I was battling depression. And then that's just the thing about life. Like you can be going through like the worst things in life, and then another bad thing would happen, and you just be like, really, like really. But that's just how life is because they say with every hardship comes ease, and then ease eventually came. I'm going to get there. So we went to the hospital, and they took us there. Before we got to the hospital, there was mad traffic, guys. Like, and my head was pounding. It was pounding. It's like it was going to break into three or four. Then when we eventually got to the hospital, there were other people in the car. Okay, let me tell you what actually happened. It was a one-way road. So the driver was reckless. He was very, very reckless. It was already at night. It was already late at night. And he tried to overtake the car in front of him. Meanwhile, another car was coming. Then they collided. The car that collided with him, obviously there were people inside, they were injured too. But I didn't really get more information about them. All I cared about was myself. So we got to the hospital, they brought me out, and they stitched the worst hospital. The worst. They didn't give me anesthesia. They just stitched me because I was bleeding like so badly. They were stitched like I had never been stitched. All this I'm saying, like it was. If anyone told me it would happen to me, I would say it's not. That's why I'm always flying. Most people will be like, "Oh, how do you afford?" Guys, I can literally spend like my last couple to fly because I was always scared of road travels. Even before now, I had like PTSD for road travels. Not like it can happen like on flights, but the chances are like lower, and you know how the country is. So I they stitched me. I was crying so I cried so much because imagine being pricked like they were sewing like my forehead alive, like no pain relievers, nothing. I was just crying so much. I was crying. Where's my daddy? Where's my parents didn't know at this time. My mommy called me. I didn't pick because I knew they were going to freak out. Meanwhile, my parents were in Osun State. I was going to Abuja. Like they knew I was traveling, but I just didn't want them to because number one, it was already late at night. Number two, how would they come? I think Aisha didn't say anything, but like my boss asked people to send his friend. So he asked his friends to come to the hospital that day because it was in Kano. Then I think he was traveling to Saudi Arabia, so he wasn't able to come. The people came that night. They came to check up on me. They collected my phone to go and chat everything. Then the following day, I could not even sleep. They gave me drugs and everything, but I was just crying. They put bandage on my head. The following day, my co-workers, they came to Kaduna State that day. They brought like two cars. They came to pick me. They took me to Abuja, National Hospital, Abuja, for like further treatment. Then we went there. And all these things, I'll be saying, you guys will be seeing pictures. Like, I'll be putting everything because I literally like documented everything. I hid them because I didn't want to be seeing them, but for the sake of this video, I have to like unhide them. So they took me to the National Hospital. Actually, the stitch they did was ugly. Ha! I didn't see the stitch before they put bandage on it. Just did rubbish work, and then they tied my head. We got to National Hospital Abuja. I was just telling them like something is not right. Like let's just go to the hospital. They were like, "Ah, should they've stitched it. Don't worry, it will heal." We got to the hospital. I have this friend, he's a doctor, Kamal. So he was doing his housemanship in the hospital and he was like, I should just come. We got there, they unwrapped the bandage, and then everybody was just screaming, like, what the fuck is this? What type of stitching is this? It was horrible and crazy. So they immediately admitted me in the trauma center. I was there. Then that time I already told my parents about it. They already knew, but I told them not to come there. I was fine. So I was there at the trauma center for like 24 hours, I think, before they now attended to me and removed the stitch. Now performed another surgery. That's why you now see it now. Had it been they didn't remove the stitch, guys, maybe I will not even be here doing this video because I'll probably be ugly. Then there's another one here, like under my eye. I don't know if you guys can see it here. This one was so close to my eye. Like everybody thought I was going to lose this eye. I had to start using eye drops. So that was it. Then they did CT scan for me. They saw like there was a fractured bone in my cheekbone. So like it was going to disfigure my face. Then after they removed the stitch here, they restitched it and it was nicer. Obviously, guys say I'm fine now. Like that time I was so scared. I was telling everybody that nobody's going to marry me. I was like, nobody can marry me. I'm ugly. So I was crying. All of them were making jest of me. Like saying, no, he's going to be fine. I said he's not going to be fine. It's been let me see, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That like 7 months now since it happened, and see, I'm healing very well compared to the picture that you are seeing here. Like just compare it. So that's what I said about after every hardship comes peace. It doesn't mean another hardship is not going to come. But when Allah loves us, it tests us a lot. All we just have to like pray to God for is that He should not test us with something that our heart can bear. If I wasn't strong, honestly, as I was seeing my face in the mirror, I was sad. Like I was really sad, like God, I don't think I deserve this. Like I've always been faithful to you. I've never like associated another God with you. Like I've always worshipped Allah all my life. So like why is this happening to me? I was actually battling depression. Like why am I still going through something like this? But I just didn't understand why. And I just held on to him, still like praying, even with everything. I still prayed. So it was during Eid period. so I couldn't travel home for it, and I spent it alone by myself in Abuja because I just didn't want anyone to see my face. People offered to like stay back, but it's like they should not worry, she's just gonna spend it. So I was literally in bed watching my friends post their Eid pictures and all of that, but it didn't matter because there's always more Eid. What if I was dead? What if I died during the whole thing? But I'm so grateful that I had like a lot of supportive people with me at that time. It really like helped me heal like very, very fast. My friends, my family, my social media friends, even they came over to come and see me. Like it was really like refreshing to know like there are people that actually like love and care for you. Even like in your worst state, that was my worst. That was my worst. And now thinking about it, like, okay, should be it was my face that it happened to. What if my enemy broke? Sorry, what if I broke my leg? Like, what would have happened? Like nothing. I was still like, do you understand? That's why I'm still grateful to Allah. Like, He literally saved my life. The driver that broke his lap, he didn't know it was going to happen. So I feel like God just wanted to like show his like. I feel like it was still merciful to me. Like he still loves me. Cause that particular month that it happened, I still bagged like one of my like biggest deals yet, like in my influencing career. So that's what it is about life. Like we just have to be finding reasons to like be happy. Like when something bad happens, still try to like find the joy in that. Like still try to be grateful to God. Like okay, it could have been worse. Like what if this happened? Like what would happen? And there's nothing we can do about it because that's why it's like the Almighty. He has all the power. There's nothing we can do. If He says this is how it's going to, you can decide to wipe out a whole family, and there's nothing you do about it. You can't go up and go and meet him like, oh, why will you do this to me? Why will you do this to my family? Nothing, nothing. So He's God, and He decided to spare my life. Tomorrow He can decide to take it. There's nothing I can do about it, and we'll still continue like worshiping Him because He was the one that created us, and He has all the power to do anything He can do to us. So that's just it. I just started taking care of myself. I was more intentional. I was using ice packs because my face was swollen up. Using ice packs too. Oh, I didn't mention. I told you guys I had like a fractured bone, so they like opened inside of my mouth. Then they cut it. Then they pulled the bone down. They just like restructured it and then stitched it. So for like a month, there was wool in my mouth. Then eventually it fell out by itself. And then the stitch was there. The stitch was here for 2 weeks. So whenever like people, it's actually not really obvious if you don't know me very like. If you are seeing me from afar, you may not notice that there's like even people that they knew me before the accident and they didn't tell them like I had an accident. When they see me, they don't really notice until I be like, I can't you see my face? And they're like, oh, like everyone keeps saying it healed very well, like it healed very fast and very beautifully. That they thought it was going to like leave a very very bad scar. And the doctor also said I have a very good skin. So thanks to my parents for good genes. So yeah, that was how it happened. And even till now, I'm still not healed. Like this part of my head is still swollen, kind of. Don't know if it's noticeable, but it's still swollen. Here, I still can't feel like the nerves here are broken. If I'm scratching it, I can't feel anything. Like it's broken, it's still swollen. Like, can you see? Can you guys see? Like, here, this is not how my face was before. So, like, if I'm looking here now, it's actually like swollen. So, it's not like I'm totally healed. But I also know that healing takes time, whether physical healing or mental healing, it takes a lot of time. And I've made peace with it. I just try to like distract myself with other parts of my life. So, that's it. Here I am today doing this video. So if you're in a similar situation, when I was in this situation, I didn't really have, I tried to search for videos to just comfort me or pacify me like I'm not alone, but I didn't find. So if something like this has happened to you before, or if you're currently going through this, or if you know someone that is going through this, you can always show them this video, like let them know that they are not alone and things will eventually get better. I swear to God, it gets better. At that time, it might feel very, very hard. Like it's you guys saw the pictures I shared. It might feel very, very hard. Like it's not never going to. I was so impatient. Every single day I would go to the mirror to go and check. Has it gone down? Has it gone down? I was taking a lot of pictures. There was blood in my eye. Like guys, but alhamdulillah, 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 Rabbil Alamin. I mean, God has been so, so good. Funniest part is since that time, I've not seen my parents. Like I've not gone home. I'm going to go home soon to go and see them. They've not seen me like with this car ever since. So safe to say I'm a very strong person. I've always known I'm a very strong person. But this whole thing just made me know like I'm so strong, and I'm grateful to God for giving me the strength to go through it all. So guys, I'm going to stop the video here because my food just came when I was making the video. Let me show you. So I'm having this is so good. I've been having this like almost every day of the week. So this is like white rice, chicken, sauce, and I have my drink, my my favorite drink here. So I'm going to go and enjoy my meal. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I don't know if I'm going to post this, to be honest. But obviously if you are seeing this, I decided to post it. So that's what happened to me. Like, oh Zena, why is your face swollen? Oh Zena, why this is why. Hope I can rest now. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you find it interesting, comment, and yeah, I'm not making this video because I want pity. That's even like the last thing I need because I've gone past that stage, but just to like show you guys that like it's not every time, things are not always like perfect. Bad things happen to me too. Bad things happen to most of the influencers that you know that they will not even share it. Do you understand? So yeah, that's it, and I'm going to see you guys in my next one, inshallah. Bye guys.